feels like we haven't done this that long ago, but
Because it wasn't.
it wasn't that long ago. Welcome everybody to Dive 135 Guy Party Podcast. How's it going? I'm Al, as always, joined by Mr. Matt.
That's me.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How you doing?
Just talked to you like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
2 hours ago.
Oh, you're playing the video games.
I'll be playing video games. What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome. Podcast where two college buddies talk about movies, comics, video games, kind of anything pop culture related that we feel like talking about whenever.
Or not pop culture related.
Yeah, I mean anything we find kind of interesting that we think we want to share with.
Which is usually related to space.
Yeah, it's usually pop culture or space.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, guys, check us out on Instagram. Oh wow, I guess got very grainy. Guy_party_pod. You can watch and listen to this. You can watch the video or listen to the audio of this podcast at guypartypod.com. And you can send us any feedback emails at guyparty91@gmail.com. Matt is laughing because my camera is a little bit is an understatement.
Out of focus.
It's out of focus as F.
Why don't you just set it so it doesn't autofocus?
Should do that. Hold on.
Because that's what
Yeah,
I
you
do, and
right
I
now.
never have an issue with that.
All right, well then, fuck it. Let's do it right now. Properties. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So, I know we just talked to you guys. I mean, what? Not too long ago.
For us, it's not been too long ago, but for
That's
them,
fine.
it might be.
Yeah, but it's been a long time. All right. So I turned autofocus on. Anyway. Yeah.
There you go.
So, I mean, what's been going on, dude? What have you been doing for the rest of the week? How was your week?
It was interesting.
Interesting. Yes.
So when did we last record? We recorded on
Wednesday
night, which
Mhm.
is the night before Snyder Cut,
Yes.
and
Which
I was
feel-
supposed to go into work and help get ready with the new gym Thursday morning, like last minute, like my boss
And?
asked, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. Wake up Thursday morning, and luckily I wasn't on the turnpike yet, which for those that don't know, it's a toll road and you have to pay to get on and get off.
Stupid.
And I'm like, probably within 5 minutes of getting on there, and my boss texts me and goes, hey, was this kid at practice on Monday? I go, yeah.
Yep.
And he's like, all right, well, he tested positive for COVID. I was like, fuck. I'm like,
Fuck.
all right, well, I'm not going into work now because I was theoretically exposed on Monday,
With him. Yeah.
even though, like,
Because you were coaching.
we're
him,
masked up, you know. I wasn't standing like 6 feet away from him, probably like 2 to 3 feet. But it's like,
They're saying 3 feet
there's-
okay now.
yeah.
but-
But it's still one of those things where it's like, I was next to him, I was talking to him, I was interacting with him,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, called my boss, and I was like, hey, so I'm not gonna be able to make it in. He's like, yeah, Tom told
I
me,
heard.
I heard, and
I
it's like, I was like, yeah, I figured he probably told you at this point, so that way you're ready and can prep.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, go get tested. You can just do it at like CVS. And I was like, okay. So I get home, and like I got like an appointment like 4 hours, not even 4 hours later than that.
That's good.
And it was just simply you go up to the drive-thru, they give you a baggie, and you do the whole swab thingy. And it wasn't as bad as I thought. Maybe it's because like I'm self-administering. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But like that thing went up deep in the nose, further than I thought it would go.
Yeah. We got tested twice, going to Aruba and then coming back.
Mhm.
Negative go there and negative for return. And the one here in the U.S., like we got the state PCR test, dude. That like he had like I don't know. It was like as long as my face, as wide as my face, and it went all the way back. And I was just like, it was like burning, so
Yeah.
fucking bad. I was like he just twisted it. I was like, this is not a good feeling at all. And then just like, okay. It's like sweet. It's like next nostril. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
I was like, no. So, I
But
understand.
I will say
yeah.
afterwards, I felt so clear in my sinuses because it just cleaned everything
pipe
out.
cleaner.
Yeah.
Ugh, God. The antigen test wasn't as bad because it was like a bigger, like an actual cotton swab that just would only
Yeah.
go back so far. And the other one was like a little thin, like.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, that's bad. But anyway,
But
I know how you feel.
came back negative, luckily.
Woo.
But I've heard that like even with the test, like you can still possibly be incubate and have it incubate for the
Yeah.
next couple of days and not have it appear on the test. So like, still a little hesitant, but like pretty much I'm told, hey, you're good to come back into work. You got a negative test.
Cool.
I
mean,
but-
you feel fine, right?
Yeah, I feel fine right now. I will say the first 2 days up until I got like the negative results, it was like I was feeling like a tingle in my throat.
Yeah.
And it's one of
You
those
just
things
thought
where
yeah.
it was like I know my head is fucking with me because there's that small chance.
Yep.
I got it, and it's
Mhm.
just like every little thing is just like, is that COVID? My-
Oh shit.
yeah, exactly. Any dry cough I
Sneeze.
had,
Yeah.
any cough without any phlegm, it was like, okay.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
I
But-
understand.
Because of
That's
that,
good,
I was
man.
able to watch Snyder Cut at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. on Thursday, which was a lot earlier than I was probably planning on.
Did you watch it all the way through?
I did watch it in one sit-in initially. Actually, I stopped maybe with an hour left because I had to do phone calls to like teen parents.
Gotcha.
It was like, hey, we had a kid that was there on Monday that was infected, and luckily they were all like super nice and like, oh, we appreciate that you're being like transparent about this and like not
Yeah.
hiding it. And we're like, well, yeah, I mean, we're going to because we feel
can't.
obligated to.
Yeah.
Like,
We-
yeah, we
we-
can't. Like,
we
if
have
you were to
to
find
divulge this
out and we
information.
didn't
Yeah.
tell you guys, like,
Yeah.
you would get pissed at us. Like, we're doing it to be transparent and out of goodwill, which is also one of those things where it's like, luckily they were all super kind and like friendly about it.
But then again, even if they get pissed, like, you guys
Yeah.
sent your kid there
Yeah,
during this,
yeah.
so
And
I
it
mean,
was
the proof is
like-
always there.
My
Yeah.
boss was like, make sure we call if they say anything. Like, just make sure you emphasize, they have to wear masks in the gym, and we're enforcing social distancing as much as we can.
Yeah, that's good.
But luckily they were all
Yeah.
really chilling. They're like, yeah, like we're gonna have so and so possibly tested later this week or this
Yep.
weekend if it seems like they're feeling a little iffy, and we'll let you know
yeah,
what the results are. It was like, cool, thanks.
sweet.
But watch Snyder Cut
Appreciate it.
pretty much into one sit-in. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, it might be one of those things where the theatrical cut was not the best. So anything better than
Yeah.
that isn't hard to do. Which
Damn.
we'll talk on later.
Yeah. Yep.
But did that, thoroughly enjoyed that, which made my my planned unplanned day off a little bit
Start
better.
with the bang. Yeah,
Um,
that's good.
yeah, so did that.
Good.
Started Batman Arkham Origins. I'm playing through that to
Okay.
prep for. There's an achievement for I Am the Night mode, which is one life mode.
I'm Batman.
But I feel like with a game like that, for the most part, like there's like 3 or 4 spots where it's like, okay, this is going to be a rough spot, but outside of that, it's like,
Yeah.
just gotta be fucking patient and not be an idiot.
Could you do it
um,
in easier mode, or is it like one death?
No,
mode,
I think it's
hard
like
mode?
I think it's like hard mode at that point. Like someone was telling me like enemies are more aware, they do a little bit more damage,
Yep.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Just be
so-
patient. Go in, knock
Yeah.
the guy out, come out.
And luckily
in.
with Batman, it's like, hey, Batman half the time is fucking
Stealthy.
stealthy. So it's just like in those
Dodge
rooms,
it.
you just gotta like be super careful with what you're doing.
Yep.
And not take any unnecessary risk.
Nope. Don't
So
fucking do it. Don't do it. Can't do it. Yeah.
yeah, still
just-
going hard in Minecraft.
Okay. I was
Um,
gonna say.
Still playing a lot of
Sweet.
Minecraft. Going hard in
Okay.
that. I probably went in a circle at one point in the map and found something. I was like, fuck, this is going to be so far away from where I need to go. Turned out it was like very, very close, and somehow I managed to go in a circle and didn't realize it. Which was quite
Keep
convenient when I
walking
found that
10
out.
feet. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm actually right here. Is there a map in that game?
You can make maps, but like if you hit, I think it's F3, it can pull up like coordinates for where you are.
Oh.
So like
okay.
I would type them or write them down or type them down. You go, okay, this is where I came into this place at. And then I found what I was
Oh.
looking for. I was like, okay, let's see how far away I
Wait.
have to go, and pulled up the coordinates. I was like, I'm like 200 blocks away from where I need to be. What the fuck? How did I go in a circle? But that kind of amazes me, and I love it at the same
How
time.
the fuck did I do it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, played a lot of Evil Within. I think I probably got like 20 to 30 achievements in that over the past couple days.
Jesus Christ.
I
That's
just
awesome.
like,
that is an achievement of getting those many achievements.
well, it was just
Yeah,
like
achievements.
the 3 DLCs maybe take 6 hours combined to go through each of them.
T-
So it's like 2
2
hours
2
each,
hours
roughly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Um,
Sweet.
so
Yeah,
it was
that many
like,
achievements in each
did it?
DLC?
I think there's like 10 in each DLC.
Not bad.
And it was
Cool.
like, just fucking just booked it through. And like the
Booked
last
it in.
one, like for the most part, the game is like stealthy. You know, you have a sprint meter and, you know, you got
Never
limited
played it.
resources and ammo. So you're
Yeah.
trying to like be smart 'cause it's a horror survival.
Yeah, I was
The
looking
third
at you
DLC
yesterday.
Third DLC is like, okay, we're putting you in as this big bad guy who's like a boss essentially. And
Gotcha.
yeah, go to town. You're going in, you're gonna fight a couple people, you're gonna kill a bunch of
Go to-
things
go to
and
town.
have fun.
Got it down. That's pretty sweet.
So it's just like a complete change of pace of what you're used to in the game. I was like, I like this.
Yeah,
This is fun.
yeah, that's good.
I'm
dude.
I'm
Sometimes
the
you
one
need
that they
the
should be
bad-
worried about now.
Yeah, right. Like they gotta watch out for me. Like
Mhm.
that's sweet. I was in your stream yesterday for a bit. You were playing as a female character, I think.
Yeah, so you saw probably a second DLC.
Second DLC. Okay.
Which is
Yeah, 'cause I
very
didn't
much
see you wrecking shit. So
it's more so the stealthy aspect at that point.
gotcha.
Which
Yeah.
with the one difficulty on that, it's called like Kiriyami mode or something. I'm assuming it's Japanese for something. But
Yeah.
essentially it just makes everything like pitch black. So it's like
Right.
you play through it once and you're like, okay, I know where roughly everything is.
Mhm.
And luckily I have I feel like I have a relatively good memory of video games where when I play through I'm like, okay, I know I need to go here, I know what's here, I know there's stuff here, there's enemies.
Yep.
Which
Yep.
is in a way both a blessing and a curse because then if
Yeah.
you want to replay through a game you remember everything, you're like, well, this is no fun.
Fuck. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but it was like, okay,
Definitely the
everything's
same way.
pitch black, I know what I need to do,
Yeah.
this shouldn't be too hard, and luckily it
No.
wasn't.
Good.
Good.
Good. You get a flashlight or something? You know, just like a light on
Eventually,
your
yeah.
gun or something. Nice.
It starts off with like in the second DLC you have a flashlight for the very beginning and then you get attacked and your flashlight breaks, go figure.
Go figure.
But luckily there's glow sticks right next to you which you have an infinite amount of.
And
so
then
you just
start raving the whole time. And
pretty
everybody
much you
takes
just
ecstasy,
walk 5 feet and you yeet the thing down the hallway and just keep yeeting them down the hallway and go, okay, I'm lighting this thing up.
So it's 3D Terraria. Glow
Pretty
stick.
much, yeah.
Whoop.
Except
Whoop.
eventually after like
Whoop.
5 they start disappearing.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, that's lame. But whatever.
But
I guess if you get where you need to go, that's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm at 57 out of 71 achievements in that.
Oh damn, that's you're almost there, man.
I did
Okay.
a lot of work on that.
Next question:
Um,
Are you gonna knock this one out as the 100% or just save it?
No, I already have a plan for. I'm saving it. I made a Google spreadsheet,
Oh my
and
god.
pretty much I'm gonna put the title of the game and
Uh-huh,
what the
mhm.
achievement is and how I have to get it.
There you
So
go.
when I get to 69 and I start working towards that 420, and I do get enough for that 420, I can just go open up the spreadsheet and just go right down the list.
I haven't played this game for 14 years.
Yeah, and it'll be like, okay, this achievement, I literally put in the spreadsheet, the
Yep.
consequences or the assignment DLC,
Mhm.
save on this date at this time, load it up, thing right next to the save point.
Do it.
It's like foolproof. Like if I can't figure out what I was thinking there, I'm a fucking idiot. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, it could be a couple like years from now.
oh,
be
it
honest.
probably will be.
It will be. I mean, 69 games to 420 perfect games. Like that's
Well-
a lot of time.
Like I
Unless
was
you
saying,
get, of
I've-
course, some of those cheesy, grindy, easy games, which
Yeah,
you have to figure that's got to be in there. You know.
I mean, I think I have Lines X right now still. I've done the
Okay.
free version, and that took me like an hour
Yeah.
or 2 hours. Like I have
Wow.
Lines X, which is already like okay, this is gonna take like
Yeah.
2 hours to go through, and then boom, perfect game.
Mhm. Yep. Actually, how many?
But like I said, I have 187 games I've started, but not 100%ed yet. And I probably have
but
at
can
least
you 100% all of them? I'm sure
most
some
of them.
are like
I think
bounded,
I can.
bounded by like shit that's no longer active, like
I'd have to
online
look
that's
into
no
it. I
longer
think most of them, honestly,
good to go.
I still can do. I think there's a handful. Like I think Mad Max I can't do. I think Shadow of War I can't do.
Okay.
I'm looking at the others. Payday 2 would be rough. I don't know if Payday 2 is gonna be one because that has fucking
Gotcha.
over 1,000 achievements.
Gotcha.
But I think for the most part, all these are mostly single player games. A couple are there's maybe like 10 to 20 that have multiplayer achievements that I know of.
Gotcha.
But I think for the most part, I'd be able to do them all.
Nice. Man, hey man, I have a 69% completion percentage.
Nice.
Guess I can't do anything else.
Nice. No, you just gotta keep it at that. Whenever you play a game, you just gotta get to 69% and then not go. But you can't perfect any more games.
Not touch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. Anyway.
But
Looking at-
what else? Played Fallout 76 today
we played today for
for like 4 hours. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
It was great. I love playing that game.
I mean, it sounded like at times you were hating it.
I mean, I was hating it because I was lacking in resources, which could make any game shitty.
Yeah.
But I was getting my salad tossed there, man. I was getting fucked up so bad. But
yeah.
it is fun. It was still fun. It is a game you have to play with somebody. I think I've only played the game maybe 4 hours by myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say majority of the stuff I played is with you.
Before playing with you, I played with my buddy Mike. And we left the vault together. We did everything together, and then pretty much I played it for a little bit after that. I was like, yeah. And then you're like, "Come on, get back. Yeah, let's play it." So
yeah.
Good
game to go towards 100%.
It's not gonna be that hard. It's gonna take a while.
It's gonna just be grindy. Yeah.
Level 100 is gonna be terrible. But
yeah.
Whatever.
But I mean,
XP boosts and stuff.
Yeah, and where we're at, like, I feel like there's still a lot to be done.
Oh,
so, like, it's not gonna be too terrible. I feel like.
No, yeah. I mean, a lot of it's just like, complete this event, complete the side quest. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We pretty much have to go where this event. We know this event's gonna spawn here at this or relatively in this area, and now we have power armor and fucking miniguns. So
yeah,
we'll be fine. And then I don't know.
I think the worst one. Actually, I'm on my way to the possess 10,000 caps. I'm at like 26 or 2,700 right now.
Yeah.
I think the worst ones are going to be...
I have over 5,000, so I'm getting there. And
which I have a shit ton of stuff.
Everything.
Yeah. I have a shit ton of stuff still to sell in my fucking stash box. I was looking at it and I was trying to figure out what bullion is. I guess it's like a
gold
premium currency or something. I don't know.
It is like that, but like
I'm assuming you can find it in the game.
You can find it and like get it from missions, I think, but like it's like you get pieces of bullion or pieces of gold, whatever.
It's like the gold in Red Dead,
I guess. Yeah. So like you get like point.
Yeah.
2, just you need 50 or 15 or something, whatever, 20. I don't know, but that might be hard to do. But
yeah,
I'm not paying to play. I'll grind it. I'm not paying to play. That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, anything else you played? Anything else you did, watched, read?
I don't think so.
No? Well, damn.
I think that was it.
Well, I mean, I'm right there with you. Of course, we were playing Fallout 76 earlier, and we just talked about that for a little bit. But besides that, I've got back into some more Horizon this past week, and I beat the game. So I beat the campaign, and I was just going around, like, just randomly yesterday. I was like, we're not doing anything. I'm gonna stream for an hour or two.
I saw that.
And I was streaming for like 2 hours, and I got 8 achievements or 7 achievements. And then I was like, that was productive. Then I played for like another 45 minutes later on, I get another one. But it's pretty much just like I got to clear corrupted zones. I have to. I kind of missed an achievement, but it's not missable, if that makes sense. You have to get all the allies before the final fight.
Okay. Yeah.
So I haven't done any of the side missions yet. So that's what I was doing last night. I went through and I helped like the Sun King escape.
Yeah.
Like, aided the defectors, which is an achievement of itself, and that got them on my side. I did another one of those to get another guy on my side. So I think I need like 5 or 6 more side missions, which it's all gonna help me because I need to get to level 50 and 60 achievement. So it's all gonna help.
I mean, doing New Game Plus will also get you there.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking like, I have to do that anyway. Might as well. If I can't do it now, just do it then. But I'm just doing it now. But I have a Shield Weaver outfit, so easy. Just stuff like that. I got all the collectibles actually, but just pretty much like side story shit, like the hunting trials and stuff. So it won't be too bad.
No. Relatively easy.
Relatively.
Not super grindy. Know where you have to go.
It's really not that grindy of a game, thank God. Even the collectibles, like you don't even have to look at a fucking guide. If you have some brains, you can go and
Yeah.
find a merchant. Oh, what's this map? It's a map of all the collectibles, and it gives.
Yeah.
That. I wish every
So-
game did that, man.
I
Like
feel, I
it's
feel
just-
like sometimes the hardest part in that was like some of the like I guess the Bannock or like the flower trophies.
the
It was like,
Bannock figures are
okay,
hard to
it's
get.
there.
How do,
How do I get up there though?
Yep.
And like you
Gotta,
just
like,
have to look for
go
like
on
the
the top of
highlighted
that.
parts where it's like, oh, I can climb this, and it's
The
just like
Bannock
you go
figures-
from there.
Yeah, they have like graffiti on the
Yeah.
the rock. So like, okay, that got it. Just gotta traverse up there. But it's not. I mean, once you find the path, it's easy. But yeah, I did that yesterday as well. And then of course, I've gotten some Borderlands again just to mess around, trying to see if I can get those achievements to fucking finally pop, and no luck yet. And then of course, the always present GTA plays. Just going through
I-
it, the Cayo Perico heist again. I have like
Yeah.
get more cars. It's easy.
I did hop in that. What day did I do that? Thursday maybe. I hopped into it.
Yeah.
I think I loaded within 2 minutes. Which now I'm
Dude,
trying to remember how long it took to load. And I feel like that's good. And I don't have an SSD, so I couldn't imagine if I did have an SSD
Oh, it's great.
how
when
quick
you
it
said-
would load.
When you said, give me 5 minutes, I loaded in and
I
did
saw
my
that.
free spin and everything already. I was just like, wow, that was pretty fucking quick.
Yeah.
Like, and if you're one of the people like me who want to like just get the car every week, if you load in to a story, the story mode first, and then go into a solo session, it takes like 15 seconds. Not kidding. I count.
That's ridiculous.
It's pretty fucking awesome. After 7
It's-
years.
It's
Uh-huh.
still one of the things that blow my mind that
Oh.
like no one
Yeah.
thought of looking into. Not even at Rockstar, just like normal gamer
Yeah, like
sitting at home. Like, why is this taking so long when I have such a good
rig.
rig?
Yeah. it's
Why
like,
is this taking
yeah.
so long? And finally someone did it. It was like,
mm,
oh, it just scanned something unnecessarily 70 times. It's like, what?
It was like why do you have to scan these files over and over and over every fucking time? If you don't,
Yeah.
then why? So I mean that's good. But besides that, I haven't really been doing anything else really. Still trying to read through this book, and just happy the snow's melting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 50
I-
degrees the
I-
past 2 days. So
I went out because it's my favorite time of year when the summer beer starts coming out.
summer shandy.
Yeah.
Nice. I like here, like, dude. It's only like we still have 2 more months of winter here. Solid. months of winter.
I walked out the front door this morning at like 11:30,
Mm.
like right before we started streaming today.
Yeah.
And it was like, walked out in shorts and a t-shirt. I just went to throw trash out. I was like, wow, it's
Oh.
actually like 55 degrees and I feel completely fine. I was gonna go back in and like get a sweatshirt. I was like, I don't even need to do that.
Talk it.
And
I'll
just
walk to Wawa.
got in my car. Yeah,
Ugh, man, I miss Wawa.
had that today. So good.
Might just order Domino's pizza just to like feel.
I
like
had that the other
you
day.
know, you
I had
like
that.
shit.
I had that what, Thursday, I think.
Lucky.
Well, it was one of those things where it's like I might have COVID, so I was like just trying to
Oh,
not.
yeah,
I didn't
just-
have food at home, and I was like,
Yep.
leave it on the porch, just
Leave it on
knock.
doorstep. Yep.
Yeah,
I'll pay with my card. Just fucking-
yeah.
There, done. Just drop it. Just frisbee it at my doorstep and get the fuck out of here.
Frisbee it into my mouth.
Yeah, right. Anyway, let's just get into some news then, because I haven't done anything else worth noting. And yeah. All right. Well, I just want to make note. I have played this recently. I don't know if it was this past week. It might have been this past week or anything. But Animal Crossing New Horizons turned 1 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hard to believe that a game that
It-
seemingly just came out not long ago, like I think it feels like it's been out maybe 6 months, not a year, but
Yeah,
guess
I think
all the time that just like didn't pass, but passed so quickly. Like it
I
felt
think COVID
forever.
made a weird thing where it's like it doesn't feel like time has passed, but at the same time it feels like it's been like
It flew.
years.
Yeah, it's just like it's like
It's
some
like,
kind of time warp.
it's a
where
weird conundrum where it's like an in between, where it's like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, it was just May
yeah.
3 months ago.
Yeah, and like Polygon here has a really good year in review, pretty much, of Animal Crossing, and it was just like I was just scrolling through it. I was like, wow, dude, like holy shit, already. Like, in the game, April 1st was Bunny Day, and now that's like 2 weeks away, already.
Yeah.
Again, it's coming around again. I mean, like it goes through like all the DLC updates. It's pretty freaking cool. Like the cherry blossoms in April, the first fishing tournament in April, the museum, turnips,
Have you
all
I
this
know
like,
we've
spring
mentioned it.
update.
Have you ever
The
looked into
growing up-
Stardew?
Yeah, I looked into it. I don't think. I don't know. I'd rather play this.
Okay.
You know.
I
I'd rather
think
play
I
this
think if it goes on
or, like,
sale
No
on
Man's
Steam,
Sky or something. You know.
I think if it goes on sale on the Steam, it would be worth a pickup
Yeah,
for you.
depending.
But
Depending.
it's just a thought.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah,
'Cause
it goes through all
it's-
like the transitions from seasons to each other, all the updates, and then like of course like the Halloween events and Christmas
Yeah.
and blah blah blah, and finally like it kind of wraps up with the New Horizons celebrating the Mario themes, which that's the most recent thing I was doing. I was just buying all Mario shit all the time.
Yeah.
And then of course the most recent update when they added farts.
I love it.
They added
I
whoopee
love it.
cushions. So I got to get
I
that
love it.
and just like
I almost want to just play the game and just hop into like my other friends' worlds and just constantly.
just throw them in places and like, oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks, dude, like as I scroll through all these pictures and stuff and like see all the colors and like the different possible characters you can do and like, just like the museums and the
Mhm.
swimming event and diving underwater and like actually catching like other things besides fish. This game is fucking awesome. And I understand now why I spent, I think it's like 370 hours so far in it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's not gonna. I mean, it's dwindled for sure, but I'm sure I'm not gonna stop playing it. Like,
Yeah.
I'll pop in every now and then, like every week or something, just like check
Yeah.
the mail, buy some shit, and like.
I know.
What,
I
what
know
update
when.
happened? Like,
I know
for
when
sure.
one friend that I mentioned before. She like when she got it, she fucking played like, essentially averaged it out to like 8 hours a day of playtime according to Switch.
Yeah.
Um,
8 hours a day. It's like 4 hours, and then the weekend.
Which obviously I'm
20
sure a
hours.
lot of it was idle time, or you had weekends where she was just on it for like 12
Oh, yeah,
hours
yeah.
a day,
Yep.
which COVID helped.
That's the whole thing. Like,
But it was one of those things where like when I found out the Mario stuff, I texted her. I was like, "Hey, two things. One, Mario Golf is coming out. I'm psyched for that. Oddly enough. Two, there's gonna be Mario items being updated into Animal Crossing. So, I know you got burnt out on it. This might be the thing that gets you back into it right
yeah.
now.
I made a little spot in my island, like right by my house. Of like, it's just I put all brick on the ground, like brick pattern. Then I put like all the blocks and the flag, and it's pretty cool because you can get warp pipes. If you
Yeah,
put
I
two in
saw.
there, you can warp. So like I put one right by my house, and then right by the town center. It's
Mhm.
like the Nook's building and
Yeah,
Nook's Cranny. Yeah, pretty freaking cool. So dude, they just keep adding shit and just it's just always like, okay, yeah, I'm done for now. Like, wait, nope, now I'm gonna do this. Like, oh, now I'm done for now. Wait, oh, update. And it's always fun, man. So
Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you this: if they were to add, how would you feel if they added an like I don't want to say expansion or update, where you could like expand how big your island was?
oh my god, absolutely, yeah, no doubt.
'Cause
But it would
I've
be
seen some
cool.
islands. I've seen some islands where I'm like,
Packed.
it's packed, but it's like it's packed in a way where it's like
You can't. Get
everything that there like fits like part of that island, like, and
Mhm.
it's just like one of those things where it's like.
Yep.
I look at my island where I played like maybe 20 hours on. And I'm like, man, there's so much room to do stuff. And I look at this, I'm like, holy
Yep.
fuck! Like how the.
Yeah.
It's
It-
one of those things where you have to have that creative eye almost, where like you can make
Yep.
it all fit together.
Yeah. Mine's kind of like compartmentalized. Like I have this thing here, I have this thing here, this thing, and nothing like really flows together too well. But it's still nice. I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun. But it'd be a cool thing if they can make like, okay, update. Here's your island. Here's like 3 or 4 satellite islands. You can pay like 20 million bells to unlock this and like take a boat ferry over to there and like you can decorate this island.
Yeah.
Then go to this one. That's 50 million bells. Like, because I mean, they give you incentive to grind out again. Like that'd be fun. I can see something like that, or like pay like a
Now-
shitload of money to get to expand your island so far into
Yeah.
another area up until like how I'm bringing up Roller Coaster Tycoon. Like here's the island, but like here's where you can buy around that. Like,
Yeah.
you can do that and expand it out. Like that'd be something interesting too. Like pay a shitload of bells to do this. Like that'd be awesome. But
Yeah.
I just think it's cool, going back a year in review, just going through all these pictures and seeing like, oh, like everything that happened in like spring and then summer, they update with swimming and then fall and then winter and it's freaking cool.
Yeah. That's one of the
Solid
reasons
game.
I'm happy that like with Minecraft I'm putting it on YouTube, because you can literally watch from like the very beginning of like, here's this little island I'm building on, to the point where it's like this big ass building where it sorts every fucking piece of thing in the game is made. Like you can see the whole process of like,
I did it.
What's happening.
Yeah, it's freaking cool, man.
So
I like this, and there's a bunch of stuff I didn't touch on because some of it was like political and shit. So
yeah,
I wouldn't touch on that. But it's just crazy what people in the community did and kind of how they did things with like the black market.
I did see cool. Yeah, I remember what was it, last summer when the whole turnip thing became a big thing on like,
oh my god, dude,
just everything, and everyone was talking about turnips.
It's always been a thing since the GameCube one. It was.
I was watching a video of a couple of people, and they were visiting each other's islands, and they went to this one guy's island, and like he pretty much just did a Doom themed island, and like there were just torches everywhere, and it was just like very dark. It was like, wow, that's actually really funny. That like, it'd be one thing if it was like a small little area, but he's just like committed his whole fucking island to just Doom theme.
Because they came out on the same day, Doom Eternal and and which I still haven't gotten yet. But crazy.
Worth the pickup.
Crazy. Worth the pickup. Yeah, worth a good sale pickup.
I would say if it goes on sale for a decent chunk, and you're like, yeah, because you played I don't want to say the first one, the 2016 one.
I mean I have played one on 64, my friend's house like fucking 20 years ago. But like, I played 2016.
Yeah.
Liked it a lot. It was fun.
Yeah.
I love just running the shotgun.
Yeah.
Grenade.
Yeah, it's very satisfying.
Yep. And that was like right when I first got the PC, so I really didn't know the controls all that well. So I was like, maybe if I go back now, I can just actually just.
Oh my god, I think you would enjoy it so much more.
I'm like, I mean, there's achievements to get, man. But anyway, what else? What do you got? What do you got?
Keeping in the terms of video games. Gotham Knights was delayed till 2022. I don't think it had an initial release date yet for 2021. It was just scheduled for 2021.
Gotcha.
But they announced they're pushing it back to next year, and essentially they said we're giving the game more time to deliver the best possible experience for players. Warner Brothers said in a statement posted to the game's official Twitter account. Thank you to our amazing fans for your tremendous support for Gotham Knights. We look forward to showcasing more of the game in the coming months. And pretty much they announced it actually last summer. So the fact that it was like, oh crap, this game is on its way out. It was kind of shocking. It wouldn't be the first time it's been done with games, but it was like, oh, okay. But I'm fine with them pushing it back because there's a lot of games this year. There's like 3 or 4 games that I'm already like, I'm buying these games.
Doesn't surprise me. So I mean, yeah. Good.
But I didn't know the antagonist was going to be the Court of Owls. I know it was speculated with like all the things Warner Brothers was posting on social media and stuff. And there's a lot of speculation about it, but it's, I guess, confirmed that the Court of Owls is going to be the main antagonist, which is a relatively new villain, like within like the past 10-15 years.
I have no idea what the fuck that even is.
It's pretty much an organization of like high class people, and they use owl. I think the writers used owls because owls are the pretty much like natural predator of bats.
Yeah.
So it was like, hey, this works out. And they have these warriors or soldiers called Talons, which are essentially invincible, which is really interesting. But it's very interesting. I'm excited to see where they're going to go with it, and because it's being pushed back next year, it's going to come out the same year as Rocksteady's Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. Which I'm excited about because I remember when the trailer dropped for that, I think on DC Fandom last summer, it was like, oh crap, like this is another game I'm gonna want.
Oh shit. Yeah. There's so many games I like. I can I could buy that. I can play that, but it's just like I
Yeah.
shouldn't, and I probably won't because there's so much more I have to play. It's
Be-
like I can't
because
do it.
of these delays, right now I'm at like for the rest of this
Good,
year, I'm at
good.
Resident Evil 8, Mass Effect, and Biomutant.
I think I'm
Like
at
there might be one or two other games on the list that's like, okay, I want to play it when it comes out,
God of War.
but there's God of War's gonna probably require a new console, or no, it probably won't.
Probably come out on PS4 too.
Yeah, but I
Horizon
don't.
Forbidden West is supposed to come out on PS4 too. But it's like, if there's a better play experience on fucking PS5, I'm getting PS5 to play on that. So it's like,
Yeah, I don't think
So,
like
those
maybe
two.
God of War I'll pick up on release. I don't know about Horizon though.
hey, teach their own.
And
Teach their
I
own,
think it's
man.
I think it's more of the combat.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
I
two
enjoy
different
it.
styles. It's like I enjoyed Horizon, but I'm very much the I'm in your face.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
do
gonna
enjoy
beat
that.
you to a pulp.
I enjoy
Like
that too.
that's more my style over like the shooty far away, even though that's usually how I go in like Skyrim and Fallout games.
Oh man,
But
I
it's
go
like,
in Horizon. I'm right up in them. I'm just rolling around the machine, just rolling
oh no,
around,
I
rolling
was
around.
distanced. But like
Solid distance.
I've noticed it with my like playing D&D.
Mm.
The two campaigns I've done, I'm the guy that's just like right up in
Hero!
front, just tanking and just fucking bonking people left and right.
Yep.
And like
Leroy.
my other two friends are like either like the one guy actually
What is he
was
doing?
up in their face still, but like our one friend Hannah, she's still like, I'm gonna stay as far away as I can and just fucking hit them with spells. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, let me get in there and let me hit them as hard and as fast as I can. Like just let me bop people.
Yeah.
And Kratos does a very good job of making you feel fucking like a god.
I mean, he is a god, so.
Is he a god or is he a demigod?
Well, she's a guy. So, it's. I think he's a
I'm
god, right?
curious. I'm curious. I feel like I need to look this up. Because he's not the god of war, because that's Ares.
He's a demigod, apparently. The main character, Kratos, is a demigod along with his brother Deimos, being the sons of Zeus and Castillo. Is that true? Or, hold on, let me look at this.
Son of
Well-
Zeus and the mortal woman Castillo. Callisto? Callisto.
Calistio?
Callisto. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, apparently he's a demigod. God, Ghost of Sparta.
Yeah. And I think it's
but-
also, I'm more intrigued on where that story is going to go.
Yeah, I know. As soon as they introduced Loki, spoiler alert, I was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
what? Who? Huh? Okay.
I will say, I think it's also partly the story of the most recent game where it's like he's going through that struggle of trying not to go back to that lifestyle
Yeah.
and then realizing, okay, I need to do this. Like that's what grabbed me the most. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, great
He's a
story, but
demigod,
like
yep.
God of War, seeing that struggle of like, I don't want to do this, and seeing him like pull out his old weapons, it was like,
I must go.
oh
home.
fuck, like shit's about to go down. Like he doesn't want to, but he has to. Like
Mhm.
that's I think what grabbed me.
I mean, I've never played a God of War.
I
game,
haven't either.
but I knew
But
the weapon. I mean, the weapons.
I knew
so
the
iconic.
weapon
The
and
Blades of
the
Chaos.
writing and the like the capture of like, I'm assuming they did motion capture for the game.
Yeah.
And just like the facial expressions of Kratos, it was just like you could tell he doesn't want to do it,
Wow.
but he's
But he
gonna
has
because
to.
he has to.
And as soon as like he said he had to go home to get something, I was like,
Mhm.
I've never played another game, another God of War game, but I knew he was going to get those blades.
I
of Chaos.
know the
knew it.
weapons.
Knew
Yep.
it. I knew it. I've seen it 1,000 times. It's like it's
Yep.
so iconic. I just got really excited.
Guy look giddy.
Yep. Very giddy actually, but
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it says his species is a demigod, so
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Which is
pretty cool.
essentially half god.
Yeah. So, anyway, staying, of course, in the world of video games. I noticed that new Outer Worlds DLC just got dropped not too long ago. Murder on Eridanos. Eridanos? I think it's Eridanos. But
Sure.
But anyway, it says Obsidian has leaned hard into the Outer Worlds, into a sci-fi detective game and its 2 new DLC expansions, a direction that plays to its strength as a character and writing. That's smart considering the combat is pretty much fully run out of gas by this point. The second and final one, Murder on Eridanos, is a more intimate and local whodunit that has you following a trail of clues around a series of colorful floating islands to interview weird suspects and hold up a high-tech magnifying glass to highlight clues.
There's
It's not
achievements.
What's up?
There are achievements for it.
Ooh, it's not a grand send-off of this upstart RPG, but it's another good chunk of time spent in its universe. After a brief setup in which the star of the in-universe TV show is murdered, you're handed a badge and set off to be an impartial investigator. So,
Those DLCs.
fun, man.
I mean, it's 20% off for the expansion pass right now.
How much is that then?
So it's normally 25. It's $20. I'm guessing you get both the Peril and Gorgon, and Murder on Eridanos, which is $15 total, or $15 each, 30 total.
Gotcha.
But I think that might be like a sale weight for me
Yeah,
at this point.
So IGN, of course, gives it a 7, saying it's good. The Outer Worlds Murder on Eridanos isn't a grand finale for Obsidian's RPG, but it gives us an intriguing whodunit in the location and a reason to return for another adventure with the crew of the Unreliable. I'm down. I mean, I like murder mysteries, which is kind of why I'm also really excited for the DLC for Borderlands to come out. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's murder mysteries, but it's like kind of like just mystery with what's her face, Ava. We don't like Ava, but I mean, so pretty much when I think of these in games, I think of Fallout 4 and Nick
Valentine.
Just love the whole fucking like the detective aspect of it. It's fun. So if it's anything like that or similar, I'm in. So
yeah,
not bad. I mean, a 7's not bad for a DLC. I'll take a 7 rating. Sure.
Yeah.
If it's fun, it's fun. I mean, you're not gonna reinvent the wheel on DLC. So I had fun playing the base game. Like the game's beautiful. So
yeah.
New areas, I'm in. So
fucking in.
Yeah. Fucking in, man. But yeah, I mean, I haven't played the Peril and Gorgon, whatever, either. And I mean, yeah, as you said, if it comes out in like a little bundle, might as well get it. If it goes like $15, $5 more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
$5 more.
Yeah,
we'll see. Which probably by summer sale.
Or like it's one of those things where it's like if I get a gift card and I was like I don't have anything to spend it on right now. Like, is there something I'm waiting on, or should I just get that instant gratification and just pick it up?
Yeah.
Especially if it's on sale.
I was waiting. I had like $60 in my account for Cyberpunk, and I was like, I'll wait. And just like got pushed. Nah, fuck that. Bought like three or 4 other games on sale. I was like, all right, I'll just get it full sale, full price when it comes out. But anyway, what else? Okay, so you have 2 other things I see.
I do. So South by Southwest is like a convention that happens in Austin. I think in this year they kind of did it more virtual, obviously because of COVID and stuff. But I don't fully know. I'm guessing they did. I don't see anything about it in this article. But they did have Game Awards for this past year. I'm just gonna hit the one real quick. For excellence in technical advancement or achievement, which is pretty much a game that pushes capabilities of technology and programming furthest or most efficient or effectively. Microsoft Flight Simulator took that, which I've only heard good things about. If I was into something like that, I would be totally down to get it. Excellence in audio design, they gave it to Doom Eternal.
Nice.
Which is pretty good. Excellence in animation, art, and visual achievement, they gave to Ghost of Tsushima.
Ooh, nice.
Which is, I feel like impressive because they also had Ori in there, and that is a very visually pretty game.
I haven't played Ori and the.
But you played the Blind Forest, so you pretty much know what the visuals are like.
What it looks like, yeah.
And it's a very pretty game.
It's pretty pretty, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty.
You can say it's pretty pretty.
Excellence in multiplayer. For the best player-to-player interaction, they get to Deep Rock Galactic. Which we've mentioned before.
That's been on my wish list for like fucking 4 or 5 months now.
That might be one if I get a gift card.
It's
And,
on sale. I'm just
like for my birthday or something, I might be like, all right, I'm biting the bullet. I'm picking it up. I've only heard good things about it.
it's $30,
Um,
not on sale, but it's got overwhelmingly positive reviews. It released on May 2020. It released, yeah, holy shit, not almost a year ago already.
yeah,
But I put it on there because it's like, it's a bunch of kind of like Viking guys mining.
it's
I'm
like
just like,
dwarves
yeah,
mining in
yeah.
space.
Yeah, I'm just like, this looks pretty cool. I was
Yeah,
watching some guy stream, and I was like, this looks really fucking fun. So I put it on my wish list, and like, it goes on sale for like $20, like $10 off, like often. So I'm just like, I'll wait
yeah.
for that 50% sale.
Not even 50. Just like
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know.
Like
But apparently,
it-
there's a whole like Dwarven Legacy bundle, Dwarven
Yeah.
Deluxe Edition bundle. It's like, holy shit, there's a lot of stuff.
yeah.
And there's
I've only
achievements.
heard good
There's
things.
69 achievements. Ew. But it's like you can play it with 1 to 4 players co-op, and it just has 100% destructible environments, procedurally generated caves, and endless hordes of alien monsters. Like that just seems fucking cool. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking like I don't even know meets No Man's Sky meets I don't even know.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. Like it has like those No Man's Sky colors, like they're really saturated.
Oh
like,
yeah.
purples and greens and all that shit. So it's like it looks really cool, but I mean you're fucking dwarves just wrecking aliens and shit. It looks pretty fucking fun. Maybe it's a game we can play together.
Yeah, I was just thinking
So-
that after Fallout, but we also have Terraria, so I don't know.
I'm cool with
Some
that
point.
too.
At some point.
Yeah, and my stream of Arama is coming up in like 2 months. So
Well, that's why I figured it's gonna be very heavy in Fallout and
yep.
Terraria.
Yeah, I figured.
But we'll see.
We'll see. We'll make it work. But anyway,
Going on, excellence in score for the best musical score. Ori and the Will-O-Wisps. They are very solid in their music.
nice. Yep.
I think the amount of times I said it throughout one of their games is just like,
Yeah.
more than I can count.
Uh-huh.
And then
Did you,
excellence in game design for best overall concept, game mechanics, and best execution. Hades took that.
no.
Excellence in
Fair play.
narrative for best storyline and dialogue. Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us 2.
VR Game of the Year, Half-Life Alyx. Tabletop Game of the Year, Search of Planet X. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I still want to get that Borderlands tabletop game, but I don't know. If
Yeah.
I'll play it with. I don't play
Indie
it.
Game of the Year. This had a lot in there, but Deep Rock Galactic took that one too.
Oh, dude, we gotta get it.
So yeah, but
I threw that on my wish list, like as I said, like 6 months ago. I'm just like, fuck.
yeah. Overall, what they gave Game of the Year to though is Hades.
Oh wow, nice.
And it was up against Ghost of Tsushima,
Last
Last
of
of
Us
Us,
2.
Ori, and Doom.
Damn.
So
Good.
the fact
Good.
that like an indie game was kind of able to come in and
Sweep it. Like took
snag
the-
it, because then IGN also gave it Game of the Year, right? I think IGN gave it Game of the Year also.
Let me look.
I think
IGN.
Hades got Game of the Year through IGN.
I don't know.
Which not saying
Yeah,
like the video
Hades,
game
yeah,
awards
they
don't
did it.
count, but like
Mm-hmm.
Hades had a very tough field, I feel like,
Oh yeah.
and
mean-
the fact that I was able to snag that out from both Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us.
So yeah, IGN's game of the year was Hades, but IGN's People's Choice game of the year was Last of Us Part 2.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it was stacked. Animal Crossing New Horizons, like
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right?
Yeah.
There was
Ghost of
a lot.
Tsushima, Doom,
Final Fantasy VII
Ori.
Remake, Half-Life.
like
Miles
there's
Morales.
so much that was just
Yeah, it's like goddamn.
yeah.
It was stiff competition. But anyway,
Oh yeah.
that's awesome. I'm glad Hades took it.
Yeah.
That's good
I-
nod for them.
I remember my boss actually, I was in Discord with him one night and he's like, if you had to pick a game under $20 or under actually I don't even know if that was the case. I don't know. Some for some reason he asked something about like if you could pick a game right now that's under X amount, what would you pick? And I was just like, Hades. And he gave it to me. I started playing it. Was like, wow, actually I'm really happy I asked for this game.
Fuck yeah.
Because one, it
That's
was
awesome.
fun to get achievements in. and two, it was one of those things where it's like, wow, actually the combat and like the progression in this is
Yeah.
actually pretty fun.
I watched you play that a lot actually over the
Yeah,
past,
and
you know,
like
couple months.
slowly as you progress through beating the game, you learned more and more about the story, and it was like,
That's good.
wow, it's not just pointless of, okay, I'm doing a run. Like, you're trying to progress the story, but you have to beat
Yep.
the game to progress the story.
Yeah.
Um,
So you gotta beat it like 10 fucking times, right?
I think it was 10 or 11, and then you had to
Holy
get like,
shit.
and then you had to get like all the people to be like buddy buddy with you, all the gods to be buddy buddy with you, and it had to beat it again or something, and it was like, hey, here's like the epilogue ending. But like it gave you reason to keep going back and playing it after
Yeah,
beating it 10 times, because after you beat it 10 times, like at that point you're like,
you're done. Like fucking.
I need something else to go for because I know how to beat the game now.
Yeah, exactly. Like give me something. Give me
Give me
some
something
kind
to
of mechanic
strive
change.
for.
Give me something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it harder. Like yeah.
Which is cool because they did have a mechanic where like you could increase what they called heat, where it's like enemies do more damage, or there's more, or they attack faster, or you have 9 minutes to get through each like
Yeah.
layer of hell essentially, or
Pretty cool.
you know, you can't choose so many things, or at the end of each thing you have to get rid of something, and it was just like
Yeah.
they did have a way to make it harder, which was interesting.
Yep.
Which I also liked. So
That's great. Did you beat? You gotta be kidding me. Did you beat GTA 4?
I don't think I've ever actually beat it. No,
Okay, so I mean,
I've
you
gotten
have
to
it
the
though, right?
very, very end on PlayStation.
Okay.
And I just was struggling, and I just never went back to it.
Gotcha.
But I have it on the Steam now. I've started it, so I have to go back and get all the achievements. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, it's on sale for $6.
Yeah, I do have it.
It's on sale for $6.
Um,
God damn it. God damn it.
Welcome to Steam.
Right? I mean, Manhunt's
gonna happen a
up now
lot.
for $4, $3.50, but there's no achievements. Anyway,
But,
sorry.
do you have anything else? Because I obviously want to...
No, I have nothing else.
I have
you can
some
go ahead
Snyder
and,
Cut things.
You can go into your Snyder Cut talk.
So, saw Snyder Cut. IGN gave it an 8 out of 10. I don't know if I would give it
Yeah.
quite that high.
Okay. Why?
I would still say it's probably like 6 or 7. It's just one of those things where it's like, what he was given, he did well with. There's still certain things that were like, why did you bother including that? And it's kind of spoilery, so I'm not going to really
Okay.
touch on why.
Okay.
But I'm going to give the verdict from IGN, and I'm going to touch on a couple things from a Vanity Fair article I read before release.
Okay.
But Snyder Cut's Justice League is a surprise vindication for director and the fans that believed in the vision. With a mature approach and its superhero drama, better realized antagonists, and improved actions, Snyder's version of Justice League saves the movie from... I'm choking on my own spit.
COVID.
From the dustbin of history,
Damn.
something that likely only could have happened with a streaming platform like HBO Max. Though not every edition feels totally necessary,
Mhm.
and some new visual effects stick out as unpolished, it's hard to overstate how much more enjoyable this version of Justice League is. Which there was a lot more, so obviously with the 4 hours, they were able to expand more on
Yeah.
the
Yep.
not Batman, not Superman characters.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Exactly.
And even Wonder Woman a little bit, because all the other characters were like didn't have a solo movie at this point.
Yep. Yeah.
So there was an expansion on them, but they did a good job with expanding on the Steppenwolf. Because in the theatrical cut, it's just like he's here, he's trying to get the mother boxes.
Yep.
That's really all you're told.
Yeah.
In this, like, it expands on why he's doing it, and
Oh wow.
the flashback to like the history lesson when you see like them first invading is
Yeah.
probably like 5 to 10 minutes longer,
Well, there you go.
and like really adds substance to the film, and you understand why and what's going on. And it's Darkseid who's invading, not Steppenwolf.
That's pretty awesome.
And Darkseid, for those that don't know, is essentially the Thanos of DC.
Yeah. I know until you told
But
me.
yeah, but like he's in the film a lot more, and they just expand a lot more on like backstory and stuff, which adds substance to it.
Yep.
And they take out a lot of witty one-liners that don't feel natural.
Gotcha.
Like when Batman gets turned down by Superman and goes, "Oh, something's definitely bleeding." they fucking took that out, and it was like, thank God, because that's not something Batman would say. But like,
Nope.
Batman has a couple like quippy like one-liners, but they feel natural for like what
Not
Batman would
forced.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think things
Like,
felt like
it's
forced. in the
it's
game,
kind
but-
of like a
the
slight
movie.
spoiler. But at one point, Flash asks him about satellites. He's like, "You have a satellite?" Batman just goes, "I have 6." And it's like, knowing Batman knows he's a billionaire, it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has 6. It makes
yeah,
sense.
I do have 6, but it's still funny because you asked me if I had one, and I do actually
Yeah.
have 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's not like forced, or it doesn't feel like it wouldn't be something his character says, because I've read a lot of Batman. That's something he would say if someone were to ask him, "You have a
Yeah.
satellite?" "Oh, I have 6."
Uh-huh.
It's like,
actually do.
"Oh, okay."
Well, fuck.
But
okay.
the other big thing
Hmm.
about it, and which is why I'm fine with it not being as good as I want it to be, but still being better than what obviously the theatrical cut was,
Yeah.
was in a way this wasn't just a project to vindicate himself.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on. There's one thing I want to touch on first.
Touch it. Touch.
Where is it?
it.
So HBO came to him, or Warner Brothers came to him, and they said they wanted to release just the raw footage that he had on his laptop, which he had when he left the project due to his
Yep.
daughter's death. And I always say Scott Snyder. That's the fucking writer for DC Comics,
Yeah.
not Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder. Yep.
He says that's a no. That's a hard no. And he says, and Warner Brothers says why, and he goes, you just can't put the rough cut out there. He didn't trust their motivations, and he goes, here's why, 3 reasons. 1, you're gonna get the internet off your back, which is probably the main reason.
Yep.
Let's be honest. This
Yep.
thing has been in the works for like 2 years now. People saying release a Snyder cut.
Release it. Release it. Release it. Release it. I was like,
2,
fuck, okay.
you get to feel vindicated by making things right
Mhm.
on some level. And 3, you get a shitty version of the movie that you can point to and go at, see, it's no good anyway. Like, the theatrical
Yeah.
cut wasn't any better. Like, both are shit. So in a way, he was like, let me edit together, get the CGI, then we can release it. That's the only way it's happening.
Yeah.
But it was also not really just a project for him, but it was also, in a way, a project for his late daughter.
Yeah.
So, like, in the article, it's going to be kind of taken out of context. But for the fan base, the Snyder Movement has contributed $500,000 to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention through donations, sales of merchandise, auction of props. And
Damn.
the Snyder base was a little toxic at times. I'm not going to beat around the bush.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, they're helping pretty much save lives.
Yep.
But
Damn. Goddamn. Crazy.
rebuilding the story he had always envisioned is what invigorated Snyder most. This is coming straight from the Vanity Fair article. He can go as deep and dark as he likes. He can say hell with DC officials' timeline and the characters, and let the alt version of Justice League story wind up wherever he pleases. He put Superman in a sleek black suit instead of his iconic blue and red.
I like that.
which
He's
is
sick.
his black suit is what he's known as. Of like, he died, he came back, he's in a black suit.
That's awesome. That's cool.
He added the Joker as Jared Leto, which I thought was pretty good. And reshot the ending with the hero cameo that will blow fans away. But in what may be a division move or decisive move, he also is presenting the movie in a box E4:3 format rather than widescreen, so that one day it can be watched in IMAX screens. I didn't realize it had to be shot in 4:3 to be put in IMAX, I guess.
I saw that. I was like, I have no idea what the fuck that means, but no, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But he's also layering some deeply personal elements. The movie closes with Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, performed by Alison Crowe, a friend who sang it at Autumn's funeral. It was her favorite song and an elegy to her. Justice League, however anyone feels about it, it's made of things and people Snyder loves. When you think about the catharsis of it, he says, if I was a potter, I would have done and made some pottery to look at for some way through this. But I'm a filmmaker, so I get this giant movie. He wants people to love it. If some don't, he's all right with that. And with all of it, whatever comes of it, he's okay.
Yeah. Good.
What is,
Sure.
because apparently she also asked him when she was still alive and struggling, what is my worth? What am I supposed to be? What am I about?
Yep.
This was his answer. So it's one of those things where the film closes with For Autumn,
Yeah.
and if you don't cry or shed a tear during that, fuck you. You have no heart.
That's
Like,
yeah. That shit is like it's really, it just pulls in your heartstrings. Like
yeah,
fuck, dude, fuck. But
like in a way, this was just him finishing a project for his daughter.
mhm.
And I'm getting a little bit choked up talking about this because I know a couple of people that have taken their own life, so it's like
Yeah.
almost hidden on a personal level for me.
Mhm. Yep.
But it's one of those things where I don't care if people don't like it either. I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like,
It's a good fucking movie.
this
man.
was first daughter.
Yeah. He did it. Yeah, as you said, like if I
Like-
was a painter, I'd paint. If I was a fucking
Yeah.
if I was a sculptor, I'd sculpt. I'm a fucking film director.
Yeah.
I made a film. This is
I'm a fucking root setter at climbing gym. The day after my grandfather passed away, I went into work and fucking set 2
Worked.
climbs because it was the way to get my mind off of it. Or just
Yep.
that's what he'd want.
Yep.
So it's one of those
Do
things
what you
where it's
wanna
like
do.
it's sad, but at the same time, it's like it was nice that even though he didn't get the original Envision, and especially because the theatrical
Yeah.
cut has his name tied to it, where
Yeah.
you know
And it wasn't really.
he didn't get to show his true thing.
Yep. Especially since the first one it wasn't even well received, like the theatrical version.
Yeah.
Too. It's like, all right, now I got to go in and do this.
Yeah,
Let's get it done. So I'm glad he was able to do it.
yeah.
I do want to see it though. I just have to get my hands on the HBO.
I
is it
can
it's
link
HBO,
you up
right?
with that.
I mean, dude, as you mentioned earlier, it's like I have Netflix. Like we barely fucking watch Netflix. I just watch Hulu. I just watch like those you know.
Yep.
I don't have time for like, I don't know, like some of these shows that are hour long. I want to watch like Better Call Saul and stuff, but like, I don't know. I have to break up an episode in like 3 sessions. So it's
Yeah.
like, I just usually watch like the short, like little, like American Dad or Family Guy, 20-minute shows or something. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind watching some movies. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched a movie. Like a movie. Maybe.
It's probably within the past couple weeks I've really started getting back into it.
Yeah, I haven't watched a movie.
But yeah.
I watched a movie over Christmas break, like the week between Christmas and New Year's at the in-laws' house, just because that's what
Yeah.
we did at night. But before that, couldn't tell you, and since then I haven't. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind watching like another new movie or something. So whatever. But I'm glad you like Center Cut. I would like to see it, and granted, I don't really remember too much of the first movie. Just the first
plot is
version.
relatively the same.
Okay.
It's the beginning is different, but like the plot is for pretty much the same.
Okay.
Things are a lot more fleshed out.
Fleshed out. Yeah.
And
That's good.
expanded
That's
on.
good. I'm
So
happy to hear that, and then
makes
you
things
know,
make more sense.
I'm happy
but-
to see it got a better review than the first one
Yes.
as well. So, yeah. Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see if I can watch it anytime soon. Hopefully, it's within the next month. Does it go off in a month or is it-
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
All
To
right, well,
check, but
hopefully, I can catch that beforehand. But no,
yeah.
I don't have.
I
anything
gotta
else,
pee
though,
like a
man.
racehorse. Are we good to call it?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I have nothing
All
else, man. So,
Let's wrap it up.
I guess that's going to be it for Dive 135 of Guy Party Podcast, guys. We will see you guys next week. Take it easy. Have fun.
Bye.
Peace.